It's time now for the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. From the smallest towns to the biggest cities, watch the Iowa girl compete for the title of state champion. CISN.TV's coverage of the state tournament is presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers. Also brought to you by the Iowa Pork Producers, Shields, Fairway Foods, Buena Vista University, the Better Business Bureau. Now let's go courtside at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines for state tournament basketball.
Good afternoon and welcome to Class 4A. It's semifinal. It's time to find who will be in the state championship game on Saturday night in the prime time 8 o'clock game. We've got 4 great teams as we finish off this section of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament. Hello, everybody. Paul Yeager alongside Joe Danielson. And, Joe, this is a contest featuring number 1 and the team that they've beaten twice in the regular season. But one of those hardest things in sports is to beat somebody a 3rd time in a single year.
Yeah, you said that. It's correct. You know, once you get to that 3rd game, the team that has lost those first 2, you know, they're really going to be angry getting pushing. You don't want to get swept 3 times by the same team in one season.
You don't want it to be, oh, here we go again. So you're trying to figure out, if you're Marion, what do we do to do what we've done in the first 2 contests? And what it has been Chloe Rice for Marion.
Yep, Chloe Rice is the St. Louis signee. She's really, she leads the team in rebounding, assists, and steals. When you have a player that can make an impact on both the defense and offensive end of the floor like her, she's really the engine that gets this Marion team going.
There's 4 sets of sisters on this team, Chloe being one of them. Another is the Wrights, and Randy Wright had a pretty big ball game on Monday in the Class 4A semifinal to get him here today. Randy Wright brings in, Joe, somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 points a ball game, but it was her performance, and that's sometimes what you need. Find somebody different to step up to propel you to the next round.
Right, and Wright's sister, Riley Wright, also the freshman, comes off the bench averaging 8 points a game. And that's really just a game changer. Something we haven't seen a whole lot of is teams that can bring a player off the bench to provide a nice scoring boost so far.
And center point Urbana will come out trying to get to that title game. They have been so close in getting to this semifinal game and just struggling to get over that hump. They're going to have to do it with the help of the 2-time state cross-country champion, Adriana Ketcher. But it starts with Allison Woolridge, the Drake signee.
Yep, Woolridge, again, kind of like Chloe Rice, really the motor that gets this team going. You could call her a bit of a stretch forward at 6'1" because she's leading the team in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks. So another player that really just doesn't have very many flaws at all.
Callan Fox comes into the game after a great quarterfinal game against Boone. Center point knocked off the Toreador 69-47, whereas Marion beat Fairfield handily 71-39 back on Monday. Rice had 15 in that contest. So, Joe, as we get here in the final seconds before our pregame, we'll get your couple of quick keys for this contest.
Well, I think this is going to be a game of the first team to come out and make a big run. We've kind of seen that so far. And how each team responds whenever that run is made. You know, in this tournament we have seen kind of teams get out of it early and have to fight and claw the back the whole time, and that's not really where you want to be. If both teams are really balanced scoring-wise, and if they can keep it close down to the 4th quarter, it really is anybody's game.
You kind of have to weather it like you're a prize fighter. You have to take a couple of shots, and it's who staggers the least that usually is standing on top.
Right, and it's mental and physical in that sense, too. If you get tired, you really have to respond. And mentally in these situations down here at Wells Fargo, anything can happen. We've seen that with games coming down to the wire, and it's how you perform and stay focused in those crunch time situations that really wins the game.
Let's meet the non-starters, starters, the officials, and the tip coming your way next on CISN.TV.
Featuring the visiting team, the number 4 seed, Center Point Urbana Storming Pointers, and the home team, the number 1 seed, the Marion Indians. It is now time to introduce the players for today's 4A semifinal. First of all, your non-starters and assistant coaches for the visiting team from Center Point, Urbana. Number 3, Caitlin Beals. Number 5, Carly Milliken. Number 10, Reagan Dufo. Number 11, Riley Clark. Number 22, Maddie Wilson. Number 32, Sydney Babers. And number 50, Madison Kurt. Your assistant coaches, Doug Arnold and Andy Wooldridge. Now here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the home team from Marion. Number 1, Leah Van Welden. Number 2, Kinsey Redmond. Number 3, Maddie Knapp. Number 12, Sydney Nielsen. Number 14, Riley Wright. Number 22, Sophie Willette. Number 23, Ellie Harrell. Number 25, Ella Van Welden. Number 34, Delaney Rice. And number 44, Olivia Draves. Your assistant coaches, Pete Meserly, Josh Claypool, and Dave Meserly. And now, here is your starting lineup for this 4A semifinal from Center Point, Urbana, a 5'11 sophomore. Number 4, Adriana Ketcher. From Marion, a 5'10 senior. Number 4, Chloe Rice. For the Storming Pointers, a 5'7 senior. Number 23, Lamia Sisk. For the Indians, a 5'10 senior. Number 5, Caitlin Smith. For Center Point, Urbana, a 5'6 senior, number 25, Olivia Brecht. For Marion, a 6'1 junior, number 10, Randy Wright. For the Storming Pointers, a 6'1 senior, number 34, Allison Wooldridge. For the Indians, a 5'9 senior, number 21, Mia Lowy. And for Center Point, Urbana, a 5'11 junior, number 44, Kellen Fox. And for Marion, a 5'9 sophomore, number 24, Kayla Lowry. And coaches for Center Point, Urbana, Philip Platt. And for Marion, Corby Lowry. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the area in front of the scorer's bench. Today's officiating crew for this 4A semifinal: Mark Gassman, Jeff Horst, Robert Smith Jr., and Christopher Ethan. All right, who's ready for championship basketball?
I think we are, as Marion and Center Point Urbana, Class 4A, the semifinal here, Wells Fargo Arena, in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Girls Basketball Tournament. Ketcher, Sisk, Brecht, Woolridge, and Fox for Center Point in the road yellow. Rice, Smith, Wright, Lauby, and Lauby. For Marion in white, tipping it off is Randy Wright, and Woolridge tips it in her favor. In Center Point Urbana, the Stormin' Pointers. Nice drive right away, Woolridge. Loose ball and tipped away, and that's Mia Lauby. Chloe Rice now moving it around for Marion. That's Mia. So forgive us if we use first names. Sometimes that might be a little bit easier to identify who is who. Caitlin Smith is 5. That is number 4, Chloe Rice. Wright drives, wide open look to the lane, won't go. Rebound cleared, Center Point Urbana.
Well, that's a nice first patient possession for Marion, though, working around the zone.
Woolridge drives and is denied. Lamia Sisk picks it back up. Brecht. Woolridge goes inside to Fox, the left-hander. I'm sorry, that's Ketcher. And that's Fox, and that shot won't go. Both teams trying to find the basket early here. Clearing it out. Nice move. Sis collapses in a hurry, Joe. Right, nice move. Still can't find the lid to remove it. Tipped out of bounds by Chloe Rice. She was trying to get it to a trailing teammate. Didn't work. Yeah,
but two good first possessions there for Marion. Just couldn't get the ball to fall on the layups. Center Point coming out in a zone, switching their two top defenders at the top of the key. Nice athletic play from them, able to switch on the defender every time.
Brecht behind the back. Finds it for Ketcher. Drive with the left and scores. Ketcher gets the first two of the game. Nice look left side. Good! Mia Lauby.
Nice job from Rice there to break down the defense, draw the defenders into the paint, and kick it out for the three.
Center Point up ahead. Nice drop step by Ketcher, and the shot just won't fall, but she'll get two shots on the missed opportunity from the field. Kaba, the sophomore. So you have Mia and Kaba Lauby. And the first free throw is good by Ketcher. She now has 3.
And she's a 71% free throw shooter on the year.
We had our first tie for a moment since the opening. Then Center Point takes it back.
Yep, they're going to come out here in a full court press, as we've seen a lot of teams do in this tournament.
Off the leg of Sisk, but it stays in bounds. Woolridge trailing. Kicks. Three-pointer on the way. Good! Olivia Brecht.
And that one was good when she released it. She knew, started running backwards.
The Shields three-point play for Brecht.
And Marion will respond with a three of their own out there from Caitlin Smith.
Nice pace. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball.
Fouls on Marion's number 21, Mia Lauby, first personal, second team foul.
5:03 to play, 7-6 early. Center Point Urbana leads this contest. Olivia Brecht with the basketball, wearing 25. That's Lamia Sisk. That's Allison Woolridge. Her dad, one of the assistant coaches here. Nice drive to the hole, and she's fouled.
And that's what we talked about, is a 6'1" forward to be able to break your defender down on the dribble out there around the top of the key is just a great skill, tough to defend.
Woolridge initially committed to Green Bay, decommitted, and then pledged her allegiance to Drake. As Coach Lauby there, Corby sends in an assistant, or sends in a replacement, and that would be Riley Wright. And I think that was Smith, yeah, Smith, who just left the game. The free throws are there. It's now 9-6 for Center Point. They lead by 3. Nice drive to the rack. No good. Sisk the rebound. Lost the handle momentarily. Woolridge drop step. 1-2 turnaround. Fouled on the shot by Randy Wright.
And Center Point is really getting to their spots down low and drawing those fouls. That's good for them starting off. They've got Marion with 4 quick fouls already here with only, a couple minutes gone in this first quarter.
Woolridge hits, that's Fox. Lead back to 4. Second one no good. Rebound, Chloe Rice. Looks like she might have pulled her foot according to the Center Point crowd. Three-pointer on the way, right? No! Sisk and Mia Lauby fighting for it, and it's on Marion.
That's a big foul early there for Marion as it puts them up at 5 now. So some foul trouble early there for the Marion Indians.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa, and here, we don't just dream, we make history. This
Center Point and Marion played twice in the regular season. Once, Marion won 52-35. That was back on the 15th of December, and then on the 26th of January, Marion held on for a 3-point win. Rice had big games in both contests. Rice has been relatively quiet in this contest thus far. Center Point Urbana with the basketball and a 4-point lead. Nice move by Woolridge to the hole, but a little too nice. Mr. Robert Smith says, that's a travel.
One extra step there on that.
It wasn't quite the Euro step. That was just a flat-out travel. Rice drives. I say she doesn't make much happen, but she does right there. And she'll go to the line. Olivia Brecht. So Rice with a chance to cut into the Center Point lead and does. Ends a scoring drought for her in this contest. Gets her first point of the game. And her second. Back to a 2-point deficit for the Indians. Rice on that press break does it herself. That's the Euro step, and that's 2 points.
Yep, nice Euro step into the scoop layup through the 2 defenders, and they'll come out here, Marion, in this 1-3-1 full court press.
Sis gets him in the air. Brecht drives and continues, and then is fouled. Van Welden whistled for the foul. Ella, a freshman. Another one of the sisters. We get it. They're all related. You don't have to keep belaboring the point.
Yeah, family affair here on Marion, huh?
And they have spent the week here. Hold on here, what's going on? We have hit whistles and horns. Yeah, the substitution didn't come in time. It wasn't for the shooter, and that's what was the confusion. Marion played on Monday and then stayed here all week. There were numbers for Marion. 15-foot Jay is short. There to catch it is Catcher. Out of bounds, it'll stay Center Point on the tip out by Marion's Riley Wright.
Nice active hands there again from Catcher. She's really tough out there on defense.
Adriana with it. Into the corner, Woolridge goes baseline, and she's fouled on her way to the basket. Trying to cut that baseline, that's one of those basketball 101 things.
Yep, and Marion had them where they want them, but they bailed her out there by just fouling with the foul. And Woolridge draws the most fouls, by a wide margin for this Center Point Stillman Pointers team.
Free throw is good. And that's actually Woolridge's third point of the game. Hits them both. Now she's got 4. Pressure by Center Point of their own. Woolridge.
Yep, Marion had the right idea there, but.
Drive and kick, 3 on the way. Catcher, no! Woolridge there, and they're going to say she fouled. Made contact on the arm.
Just showed a little bit of her vision on the distributing end there to drive the lane, draw the defenders to her, kick it out. You know, she can see over the defense with her height and find her shooters in the corners.
Center Point, a 3-point lead. But Marion with the basketball. That's right. I'm sorry, that's Lauby. That.
Ella Van Wielden.
Ella.
Another talented freshman coming off the bench for Marion.
Ella gets 3, and then there's a turnover. So now Marion could take the lead on this possession. 3rd tie of the game. Rice, double screen. Roll to the right. Shot, won't go. Woolridge tips it. Last. It'll stay Marion's ball. Just under 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Kaba. And that's Van Welding's shot. And catcher hauls it in. Still some of that half-court pressure from Rice up at the top.
And a lot of different looks on defense from Marion.
Looks like Center Point wants to get in and kick out, see what's there. And Woolridge is tied up for a jump ball. Give credit there for Marion. They're going to run in a few different players today just because of numbers, and that's just the way they operate. Riley Wright tied that one up.
Yep, and they're a deep team, and when you can throw a different look at Center Point, at a team that has seen you for this 3rd game, you know, it's always really, it could benefit them a lot.
Nice drive, and score, and no! That's a charge. Stepping up to take it, who's new into the ball game for Center Point, that's Beavers. I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself from the other day. That's Beavers. Sorry, folks, Beavers. Thank you to our fans who've been watching the stream all week on CISN.TV. And I know we had a couple of questions about buying DVDs, and that's just something we haven't answered, and at this point we don't know. Stay with us. We just have to figure out a way to do that. Some old technology to take new to old. Woolridge is called for a charge of her own.
So Woolridge will check out with her 2nd foul here near the end of the first quarter. This could be big Marion with a chance to run with the Pointers star off the court.
Rice, look at that move. Lays it in. And 1.
Boy, a nice hesitation. Then she denied the screen and just finished with her left hand down the lane. A lot of finesse on that play.
Rice a little slow to get up. And the Indians have the lead back at 16-13. They had the lead early on when it was 3-2, and then they've been looking up ever since. Center Point moving it around the outside. Denied pass. Van Weldon. almost a entire non-starter squad out there, and they're still scoring points. Sophie Willett at the buzzer puts Marion up 5. They go on a run to end the first quarter here in the Class 4A semifinal.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Power Price Event, Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, new 18 Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. Power Price, $99 per month lease, $99 per month. New 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition, $219 per month lease. 18 Equinox, $199 per month lease. New 18 Cruise LTs, $18,790. Hurry in for best selection. The Power Price Event, Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
How about the rice group? How many sisters do you have on this team?
That's good. We talked about it, Joe. Joe Danielson, Paul Yeager back here with you courtside. In the arena, they've been playing the behind the scenes with the teams, and right there, Lisa Brinkmeyer with the Union goes in and says, I want to talk to the Rice. I want to talk to the Rice girl. And 2 stand up. And it just continued with the 4 sets. You know, it is all family. They bonded, they did homework, they just hung out. I mean, let's face it, you only get to do this once. I guess for Marion it's a couple more times, but this is a cohesive group and they want to keep this run going.
Yeah, and you know, you can talk about team chemistry too, and when you grow up with somebody also, there's just like an undeniable, you know where they are on the court, you know what move they're going to make, you know each other's game.
And if not, they're going to hear about it when they go home.
That's right.
Mom! Center Point comes out with a little different look than their regular starters. They have Milliken is in there, but catcher is, Sisk is. Bavers is out there, so is Fox, but no Woolridge, catcher, or Brecht to start the second quarter.
In that first quarter, Marion did a good job of capitalizing on turnovers with 9 points off turnovers from Center Point.
Oh, nice. Trying to throw it in there hard was Randy Wright.
Yep, she saw the window and it kind of closed up on her right after she released it.
So a couple of turnovers here to start the quarter. How long do you think Woolridge sits?
I can't say too long here. Well, depending on the game, they could get a nice boost from their bench.
Rice, or I'm sorry, that's not Rice. That's catcher. We don't have Rice on the floor either right now. So Marion, both of these teams playing without their leading ladies.
And that's could be coach's strategy because these teams are very familiar with each other. Just switching it up, a new look.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way. We know what Rice is going to do. We know what Woolridge is going to do. But what about a Van Welden? You know, what about a Willett?
And that's what really this tournament is about, is the players that don't typically score all your points or get all your stats really stepping up to make an impact.
Knapp's pass is taken away by Fox. Three-pointer on the way. No. Almost the rebound. And then a gentle
I like the no call there. You know, maybe you do call that if she impedes her progress, but again, she's able to finish with a little bit of contact. So there's no clear path foul up at this level.
Riley gives the Indians a 7-point lead. Marion starting to feel it. And Bavers was driving and was fouled on her way to the basket. And Sophie Willett looks and says, huh? Shrugs her shoulders.
Yeah, and that's Marion's 9th foul with, again, 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
At one point, it was 7-1 foul advantage for Center Point Urbana. And, you know, you'll ask the officials, you know, the fans will say, hey, why can't you make it even with that? And they're like, because the other team's not committing the fouls.
Yeah, they're calling what they see. You know, it's not, you don't have to call a makeup call for the other team just because.
You get one and you get one. That's not the way that works. Free throw by Bavers off the mark. And Randy Wright pulls down the rebound for the Indians. Three-pointer on the way and off the mark, rebound. Center Point, Milliken. Down low is Fox. She has one player in the air and she's going to get another.
Yep, a nice move with the subtle up fake to draw the defender and finish strong. That's one key too. If you're going to take that time to make a move, you got to finish.
So now Callan Fox will have a chance at the line, a 56% free throw shooter. Nothing but the net. The lead is 4 and a chance for more as Center Point gets a steal.
Yep, a little miscommunication. She looked to make a move before she caught the ball in her hand with that Center Point press bearing down.
Sisk calls out play 3. Gets catcher open in the corner. Got it! Shields three-point play! Olivia Brecht.
And Brecht, a 43% three-point shooter on the year. She's dangerous if you leave her open from out there.
Now all of a sudden Center Point goes on a run. Cuts the lead to 1. Rice to the rescue. Riley Wright. Nice move to the hole. Charge. A little too nice.
Yep, and Center Point making this run, as we said. Well, here comes Allison Woolridge to check in, but a nice stretch here from the supporting cast.
Woolridge comes in. Going out is Milliken. Let me assist to walk it up. 5 minutes left in the half. A little bit of pressure. Woolridge. Sisk, the 15-footer, is long. And boy, Woolridge just, I guess that was Fox. Stolen away, Brecht. She did get it. Olivia, turn around, high off the Windex for 2.
That's a nice move there, the up and under to turn around. We've seen that here from Center Point, is really good up fakes.
Another lead change, this time in favor of the Storm and Pointers. Norman's cheering on the right side of your screen. Nice drive, and score!
Wow, how did she get that one up there? Right through the tall defenders.
And the lead is back in Marion's favor. Driving his catcher, she can't quite put that one up. Catcher scoops, rebound Fox, oh, almost. A lot of spin on that one. English.
Yeah,
touch.
English.
What
Yep.
else do you want to use for that? Had a little finesse to it. Rotation, that's another good word. Fox hits the first free throw. Guess what? We're tied, Joe. 4th tie of the game.
And the back and forth one, just kind of like we thought. She'll hit that second one to give the Storm and Pointers a lead.
Tied no more. It's a good rock band from the 90s. Oh, that was Faith No More, sorry. Chloe Rice, top of the key, 3.5 to play. Smith, way out, NBA 3 is nothing but the net. Kaba Laube! That is absolutely a Shields three-point play.
Nice
and a
move.
Counter. Allison.
Yep.
Oh.
Found herself underneath the basket for the old Mike and drill layup.
5th tie of the game. Double screen again. We've seen Marion run that a couple of times. Hard to pull it on somebody you've played twice. 3-point Rice, no good. Sisk the rebound and almost a travel, but she held it. That pivot foot in place just long enough. Down low, Fox drives, kicks. Breck says she likes to get the shot in motion. All one, Fox 3, no, rebound. Mia Laube. Smith drives, kicks. Nice rotation of the ball. Sisk chases it down, and center point pushes the tempo. Timeout, center point Urbana. I think everybody down here had no idea what was happening, but we'll try to get it under control when we come back.
The value of staying active cannot be overlooked in our lives or our young athletes. However, high-intensity workouts come with the risk of injury. If you or your child have sustained a sports injury, Select Physical Therapy in conjunction with Iowa Ortho are here to help with 2 convenient walk-in locations.
From diagnosis through recovery, you'll be put directly into the hands of experts who will evaluate and treat your sports-related injury.
Call us today for an evaluation.
Pretty even here on the scoring, as Olivia Brecht has 9, Allison Woolrich, Kaylin Fox have 6, 4 for Adriana Ketcher for Storm and Pointers, for Marion 7 for Chloe Rice, 5 for Kaba Laube, and then lots of 3s and 2s. That pass is stepped in front of by Smith. And Marion with a chance now. Minute 45. Rice one-on-one. Laube, step back 3. No good. Mia almost corralled it, and she was fouled.
Yep, and that's 4 straight possessions for Marion where they've taken a long 3. 1 of 4 on those.
Was that on Woolrich? That is. That's 3.
And that's a big factor here. She'll sit down again.
Well, better to have her sit for a minute 35, but that's going to limit her in the second half. Rice for 3, no. Sisk, another rebound. She's controlling the boards.
Yeah, but she gets out and looks to push, too, as soon as she gets those rebounds.
Catcher behind the back. Milliken top the key. Inside Fox, 2.
Way to catch, establish position, and finish there on the block.
Lead back to the Storm and Pointers, just off I-380.
Now they do have 5 straight possessions where they've taken a 3. Let's see if Coach tells them to take it inside here.
Riley Wright was thinking about it for a moment. Mia travels. You play for 1, or do you push it?
Yeah, 40 seconds left. Really, they have some options here. Looks like they're going to bring the ball up nice and slow before they get set here.
Sisk guarded by Rice. 3-ball corner. So much for slow.
What are you thinking?
The look was there.
Yeah, 2 for 1, maybe the idea.
And now Marion under 20. Rice from the logo. 3-ball corner, no. Rebound, Smith. Kick out 3 again, shot. That time it's good. Sophie Willette.
And they stuck with it there, finally hitting that 3 to go down. Oh!
And that shot would have been good if it would have counted, or if it would have gone. So Marion takes a 3-point lead into the locker room. 28-27. Whew. We're going to be talking basketball with Iowa City West coach BJ Mayer here, I hope relatively soon. We'll have him here at halftime, but if we give a quick look at some of the statistics here, it looks like Marion, we'll just give you a couple of things of interest. Marion's 10 of 23 from the field, 43%. Center Point Urbana 7 of 18, 39%. It's all about shooting sometimes, and it doesn't quite always go your way, but those are both good percentages.
Yep, and as you kind of saw there, they stick with it after, they don't get discouraged after taking a couple possessions with long threes, come back, hit another one.
And they'll find out what they have to do. All right, we'll step away and come back in a couple of minutes here at halftime of the Class 4A semifinal game. We're back after this.
Spring has arrived at the all-new Fireplace Superstore. Drop in and check out all the new 2017 patio furniture. At Fireplace Superstore, you will find Central Iowa's most complete outdoor furniture selection for your deck and patio, including gas and charcoal grills, fire pits, and wicker furniture. Get in on the early spring savings going on now. Fireplace Superstore has been creating your outdoor style for over 35 years. Fireplace Superstore just west of Homeacres on Douglas in Urbandale.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. This is
Miss your hometown clothing store, the one that had it all, everything to get the work done, all in one place. G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
It has become something of a lost art. Remembering someone's face. Remembering a name. They're the building blocks of a strong, caring community. Can you think of anything else more important than that? We can't.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
That was one of the first state tournament games that I played. I played against Gail Hardigan when I was coaching at North Iowa Buffalo Center.
And you played down here?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
It was here. We probably set basketball back because I think the score was like 27-19.
Was that in 5-player?
It was in 5-player. And we were actually gunning it, but we were just terrible. We just couldn't score, but we guarded, and we were able to beat them 27-19. And it might still be a record for the lowest points scored. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's BJ Mayer, the head coach at Iowa City West. And, Coach, you've been a number of places, so Buffalo Center, North Iowa, and coaching at this tournament before with your Iowa City West teams. I asked you a couple of days ago what's different about this team. Does it still hold up? What is different about this squad?
I think our experience has really, paid off for us. We've had a really tough schedule where we've got a lot of kids that have played, for 3 or 4 years right now, and we've kind of bumped up the schedule a little bit to go out of state and have too many losses in my opinion for us, but it taught us a lot of valuable lessons, and we've been able to take those lessons and learn from them.
You'll be in the championship game with an 18-7 record, and I think you told me the other day that what's the stat? What's the number of wins that these other schools have that have knocked you down?
Yeah, the 7 schools at one point, before the state tournament started, it was like 134-20, and Valley's a really good team, and they were 13-10. So if you take those out, it's 121-10 or something like that against 6 of those schools, and it was really nice because we've seen the City Highs twice, we've seen Cedar Falls, and we've seen Valley before, and then you add in 3 out-of-state teams that are pretty good, and it was a learning experience for us.
So City High got you by 9 the most recent time, and by 13 the first time. So how do you flip the script on that one?
That's a good question. I think we have to stay close in the game. In both of those 2 games, we fell behind by double digits a couple times and really fought our way back. So we want to try to keep it close. Obviously they're probably a significant favorite. Being 25-26-0. So we just want to keep it close, and all week long our goal has been to give yourself a chance at the end, and if we can do that coming down the stretch with 4 minutes to go, hopefully we'll be able to flip that switch.
Would you rather just stay in town, play this at Carver Hawkeye, or are you fine playing it here?
This is a great venue. Carver Hawkeye is good, but this is what it's about. Ending your season in the state tournament. At the Well, playing one of 2 teams that are left in your classes, and probably be even a little bit better if it's Iowa City High, one of your top rivals. If you're fortunate enough to knock those guys off to win a state title, that'd be pretty special.
So Kaylin Morgan has 14, as does Rachel Saunders. Kaylin, I think, is she the 3rd Morgan you've had, or 2nd?
So she's the 2nd one. Michaela played first. Jeremy played.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's been a good bloodline there, and Kaylin's done it on the offensive end. I think she had 20 the first night and 14 the second, but she's the one that was guarding Caitlin Clark on Monday, and then she's also she guarded Maggie McGraw today a lot, and a big part of the reason why they didn't shoot it as well as they normally do.
So you knock out the top recruit of that sophomore class, and then you hold one of the top players in the state for the next 2, this class and the next class. So the individual player, I think you've got it down. You got to just one more with Ashley Jones.
Yeah, it's really tough. Ashley's just a great player. She can do so much. She's improved her game a lot with being able to shoot threes, drive, shoots free throws, and so we'll have our hands full with her. And I know Kaylin would say the same thing, that it's not just Kaylin Morgan guarding. We had a lot of people helping, and we're going to need that again tomorrow. Against them, and we'll need a few more of our kids to step up on the offensive end as well.
So that means the 5A title for the first time will not reside in the 5-1-5. It'll go to the 3-1-9. Feel good about that?
Yeah, that's nice. We've had a lot of success in the MVC in our league, and sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce the right way, and I think we have a lot of quality teams in the MVC. I think the CIML has a lot of quality teams, and coming into this tournament, I think there were lots of people that thought probably all 8 teams could win it coming into that, and I definitely believe that, and we're just happy to be one of the final 2 to have a chance tomorrow night to come out on top.
I know the other thing that Coach Mayer is happy about is that he doesn't have to sit with me on the championship game, and you instead get to listen to me ask you a question going in or out of halftime. You happy about that?
Absolutely. I like sitting with you, but sitting with you at halftime means that you've lost in the semifinals, and we've done that a lot, in the last few years, and it's been probably 4, 5, 6 years that since we've been in the finals, and hopefully we can put up a good fight tomorrow. And I'll be excited to hear your question. Either going into halftime or coming out of it. But it's like I said, it's nothing personal. It's just it means that you're still playing.
That is fantastic, and that's one of those joys. It's been nice to get to know you and a lot of these coaches. You guys are so good. You're here all the time, and it's almost a first name basis now.
Yeah, it's fun to come down here and see all the people that are down here every year, and you guys do a great job of broadcasting for the title games and these semifinal games as well. And we really appreciate that, because a lot of states don't have that. There's different things where we're getting live streamed right now, so that those people that aren't able to make it down here, and it's just a great thing for the game. It's a great thing for girls basketball in Iowa and the Iowa girl.
Thank you. Anybody else you need to say hi to?
I don't. Hi to my family. Love you.
Thank you. That's head coach B.J. Mayer of Iowa City West. They're in the title game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock right here on Statewide Iowa Public Television. We're back with the second half of Center Point and Marion when we come back.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me.
Because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology.
They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows.
Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Well, the women of Troy will play for a title. Will it be the Indians of Marion or the Storm and Pointers of Center Point? Joe Danielson, how does Center Point win this game?
Well, Center Point, they're going to have to cut down on the fouls so far. They drew about 12 fouls. We're looking down the line here. We got Randy Wright with 2, Mia Laube with 2, Kayla Laube with 2, Sophie Willett with 2, Ella Van Wilden with 2. So they did draw a lot of fouls, but the good thing is they were spread out between a lot of different players. Not a lot of starters got any more than 2 fouls.
Except for Allison Woolridge. That's the story to watch. She is back out for the Storm and Pointers, who will go on defense first. Looks like catcher, Sisk. Yeah, it's the starting 5. 3-pointer to start, no good. Rebound. Caitlin Smith. It's Smith, Rice, Wright, Laube and Laube, Mia and Kaba. Nice move, Randy Wright to the hole, no good. Rebound, Allison Woolridge. She had position. Now she's going to go behind the back and run the point. Nice look down below. And I'll tell you what, Kaylin Fox thought she had a little help to the ground, but the ones in stripes said no. Yeah, incomplete, it'll be second down.
The pass was there, just a little long.
Marion up by 1 and the ball. And their home whites. Red diagonal stripes on the shorts. With a little trim of gold. And the words Marion on the front. The north part of Cedar Rapids. Metro. Randy Wright for 3 is good!
And she had a big game last time in the tournament, getting started here again in the second half for Marion Indians.
Marion, in the title game last year, lost in overtime to North Scott. They're on an incredible run here the last 2 years.
Yep, 51 out of 52 games that lost in the championship. Their only blemish on that incredible record. And 50 games in a row is just, that's just consistency to the max right there.
Free throw is good by Kaylin Fox. Marion with a 31-28, make it 29 lead. Both free throws go down. Three-pointer for Smith. Yes, a Shields three-point play.
Smith will go play volleyball at Drake after either this game or the end of her basketball career. She'll focus on volleyball.
We got a little tangled up down below. Laube gets the foul. Laube like cow. Not lobby, Laube. Wow. Tipped by Rice on the inbounds. And Marion turns the foul into a turnover. And now Center Point applies pressure in the backcourt. Tell you what, Chloe Rice has made a lot happen away from the basketball. She's only with points right now at 7, but she's done a lot more than that.
Yep, and a 5'10" at the guard position. Well, both Marion guards are at 5'10". They've got some good height.
Mr. Smith says that's a travel, and it'll be back to Center Point. That's turnover number 10. So both teams turned over 10 times in this contest.
Yep, and the points off turnovers that was a big advantage there for Marion in that first quarter. 9 points off their turnovers. Center Point was able to clean it up there in that second quarter.
Woolridge, if she touches it, it's a turnover. She just kind of let it go and blocked. Turnaround Fox, good.
2 defenders draped all over her too on that one. A nice jump shot from Fox.
Callan Fox pulls it back within 3. The pick and run. Smith kicks and sets up Kaba. Oh, nice move. Rice. Nice move.
Yep, good body control. She's pulled that spin move out a couple times here so far in the game and draws the foul.
She's undecided on what she's going to study at St. Louis. Committed to them, I think, last year. She said the thing about this team is how their practices are so intense. They're tough, and they even get chippy was the word that they use. It can really kind of feel like some of the hardest work is inside the walls of their own gym as Rice hits the second free throw.
I mean, you practice so hard like that, games are easy. Games are fun. Games are your reward, you know, when you work that hard in practice.
Not everybody wants to. Working hard on the other end is Marion. Three-pointer, no. And that was Willett.
Catcher just couldn't get both hands on the ball there. But secure those rebounds with 2 hands.
Drop step around the horn and score. Mia Laube. Lead back up to 6. Sisk inside to Fox, just too tall. Yeah, that's good call. That's a good timeout. Quick one here on the network, CISN.TV.
Building a strong community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a vision for the future, the ability to turn a challenge into a success, and individuals who inspire new generations of growth. Greater Des Moines has done a lot of growing over the years, and so have we. At Brick Gentry Law, your success is something that we create together. Thank you for making us a part of your community. Thank you for 50 years. Building a strong...
What are you seeing, Joe, looking at the box?
Well, Marion, good defense on Allison Woolridge. Only 2 shots off, that's going to be key for them, too, keeping her shot attempts low. If you can't shoot it, you can't make it.
Woolridge had 13 in the first meeting, 13 and 10, and then she had 26 and 10. Rice in those 2 contests had 17 both games.
Looking at those stats, you got to think she's their emphasis. Obviously, she's their emphasis, averaging a double-double against them.
And that one is going to be chased down by Chloe right in front of us. Courtside on CISN. We've been here all week with the quarterfinals, still streaming the semifinals. Rice step back 2 is 2 pointers collide, and it'll stay Marion basketball. That's a sign of things not quite going right for you.
Yeah, just tough break, exactly.
The drive and kick. Same move before was called a travel. Center Point gets the steal. CPU on the front of their jerseys, both members of the WAMAC Conference are these two schools. Center Point used to be in the Tri-Rivers. That's when I played against them. Nice move to the hole, but good, even better play, the block by Mia Lauby. I played girls basketball, yeah. Shot won't count. Covered a lot of girls basketball. I was of age when we went from 6-player to 5-player. I remember, you heard Coach Mayer talk about it at halftime. He said, well, we played once and it was like 25-17. Yeah, I remember some of those early 5-player games not being so good. Free throw off the mark by Woolridge. Allison Woolridge. Rough night, 6 points so far. Rice had a hand on it and came down with it as well. We have a timeout in the moment between impact. So Chloe Rice headed to St. Louis. Marion, like I said, they stayed here all week. Had to do some schoolwork. Had to do some bonding.
Right, but you know, at least they don't have to go to class. Some of these, you heard earlier with these 5A metro schools, you know, you still got to go to class some of the day. And, you know, you'd rather like to get out of school sometimes if you're playing in a big game like this.
If you're Johnston and you were in the student section this morning, you're back at class this afternoon.
Right, you know, and you're hoping the game to go double overtime, maybe triple overtime. You get as much time off as possible.
It's just a little too close. Sorry, Teach. Near turn on a jump ball. Thought maybe for a moment we'd have another timeout, but I don't know if Marion, they might want to ceded that turnover just because that would have only left them with 2 timeouts.
Yep, and that was a good job by Lamia Sisk to get her hands on the ball, not foul the player who was on the ground. It's easy to get a referee to call for a foul on plays like that.
Sisk trying to create space from Rice, gets by her for a moment. The floater won't go, and Chloe Rice the rebound, and then faces a couple of storm and pointers. Van Welden had it for a moment, now Rice. That's Riley Wright. Turn around, left hand runner won't go. Rebound, Woolridge, and she's fouled by Chloe Rice. This year, Center Point Urbana trying to get into that final game. They've just been struggling. They're trying to approach every game like it's their last. And that means you're just playing, you know, I won't say reckless abandon, but you're just making it count.
Yep, and for Marion, you know, they're playing with revenge on their mind. You know, they made it all the way to the championship just to come up short in overtime, and they really want this one with their entire starting lineup back.
Center Point won the game. They played, it was a flip-flop of the brackets. Normally the top seed plays right away, but Center Point Urbana didn't know who they were going to play, if it was going to be Marion or Fairfield, as Woolridge hits the free throw. And somebody asked Center Point, some of the players from CPU, who do you want to play? And they said Marion. Yeah. No doubt about it.
That just shows a competitive spirit right there, you know.
1, 2, 3, it all counts.
And those free throws are big for her. Just a little bit of struggling from the field. To see the ball go down for a star player could really get her going.
Lead cut to 4, so not out of the woods yet are the Indians. Cross-court pass with about 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and it's a turnover. So Center Point Urbana can make it a one-possession game and make it real interesting here in a moment. They're mascots. Drop step, turnaround. No good by Fox. Rebound. Cleared out by Marion. Driving. Rejected. What a block. Nice up ahead, but too much English on that for Fox.
Yeah, saw the 2-on-1. Maybe a better option to just for Fox to take it straight to the hoop there instead of trying to thread that pass in.
Defoe comes in for Center Point Urbana, and Fox will sit down probably for the last minute 20 of this quarter. Brecht is on the bench, as is Ketcher. Woolridge stays out there. Playing with 3 fouls. Kaba, Lobby with the basketball. Now that's right. Little switch on the screen, and then we're going to have a foul a long way from the basket on Sophia Willette.
Yeah, and looking at Center Point's defense, they switch everything, really, because all of their players, you know, you're not just guarding one position, especially Woolridge. You see a larger player out on defense on the perimeter. That's a really good weapon for them to just be able to switch on every play. We've seen that, too, with the different types of defensive looks they've thrown at the Indians.
Kaba dribbles in, dribbles out. Just when you think Marion will hold it for one, they might pop one off here at 40 seconds.
Yeah, we saw that in that second quarter.
Rice, block. Very adamantly called.
That'll be.
And is that going to be on? It's going to be on Willette again, or Wilson. I like how the players, a lot of teams now just wear one number. They don't wear one different on the home and road. Nice inbound pass, blocked by Woolridge on the shot by Van Welding. And with 25 seconds left here in the quarter, Center Point again with the chance to make it a one-possession game. Kicked for 3, now the drive and pass again. 15 seconds. And then we're going to have a foul on Marion.
Well, on Marion's number 1, Leah Van Welden, second personal.
Leah
6th team foul.
Van Welden whistled. And a bucket for the Pointers.
Yep, Chloe Rice got it inside and finished like she's been doing all game long.
Catcher.
Oh, catching, yep.
4.
Both 4.
At the buzzer. Good if it goes. No. We're within 2. Marion holding on as we go to the final 8.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me.
Because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology.
They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows.
Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Iowa pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
I don't know, just the opportunities I've had, the people I've met, I couldn't have imagined a better college experience. The professor gets to know you really quickly. I know that people know who I am and that they care about me. With the opportunities I have here, I'm going to be able to succeed. Now I just feel like I can do anything. I don't know.
8-minute stand between a team going to the championship and one asking what could have been. Will it be Marion? Number 1 in Class 4A, they're up by 2. Center Point trying to get to that title game. Paul Yeager and Joe Danielson courtside for this Class 4A semifinal, and it's been a good one, Joe.
Yep, a back and forth game so far, and the first team that makes a nice run and establishes a little bit of ground here in this fourth is going to take it home.
Three-pointer on the way, good! Oh, wow, Leah Van Welden, the junior, the three. Huge shot. And then a foul.
Both Van Welden sisters have hit those big threes, just momentum-shifting threes from each of the sisters.
That's woof.
And
that
off
was
the
huge.
bench as well, too, both off the bench.
Woolridge will go to the line. Where she's now 6 of 9. 6 of her 8 points have come from the free throw line, and she misses the front end of the 1-and-1. But they'll shoot 1-and-1. They're in the bonus now the rest of the way. Wright drives with the left, finishes and scores.
Nice drive and basket, Randy.
Randy with the bucket. Lead back to 7. Just like that, a little bit of a momentum switch. 5-0 run here to start the quarter. Woolridge had it for a moment. She had that from her knees, tried to find Wilson. Haven't seen a lot of catcher in this game. The three-pointer on the way, no good by Van Welden. And it's Center Point's basketball again. Inside, and a foul even before the entry pass. Getting charged with it will be Kaba. Yeah, Brecht is one of those. She's 3 of 3 from the field, 9 points, not just 1 foul. Must be a matchup thing. The shot is up and good by Ketcher.
Ketcher 70% on the line from the season. She hasn't taken a whole lot either, but the one she has, she'll make.
The lead is 6, now 5. Still some of that pressure. Same look of the 1-2-2 or 1-2-1-1. Rice makes a move. Three-pointer from the NBA is short. Woolridge, the rebound. Up ahead. Too much for Milliken to handle.
Yeah, Milliken's feet weren't really set too, still trying to run and catch the ball at the same time there.
And when you're not playing with the regular starting 5, sometimes you don't quite have that eye or feel for the other one.
Right, you're not used to catching the pass like that every game.
It's like that first varsity catch for the quarterback and the receiver has no idea. That's going to be a charge on Chloe Rice. The receivers don't quite know how to catch the English on that. Sometimes players are at, an accelerated level. Rice just plays at a different gear than the rest. Rice picks up her 3rd. Marion can keep her out of foul trouble. Could get a good result. Woolridge, top. Foul underneath.
You got to think coach is telling Woolridge to look for her shot a little bit more. Only 2 attempts this whole game.
Kabalaubi is whistled. I saw the 4. I didn't see if it was 1 or 2. So free throws coming from Maddie Wilson.
For Marion, 4 of the players on the court right now with 3 fouls.
2 free throws the rest of the way at each stoppage for Center Point Urbana. Wilson hits the first. Second one off the mark. Rice has the board, and Brecht back in there and was kind of mixing it up. Here comes the pressure. Nice drive. Oh! Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul on Woolridge, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was on Wilson. It was out front. I didn't think it was on down low. She had lost her balance because she was fouled out front.
Not an intentional trip at all there.
Right.
Just a little bit of a misplaced step.
Oh, nice look. Rice was wide open. Nice move on Brecht. No good. Rebound Woolridge. Woolridge now with 7 rebounds. She goes coast to coast. Missed. Fox will somehow tip it off of Marion player to keep it Center Point Urbana basketball. Woolridge will take it, baseline. The future Bulldog shot is blocked. Up ahead, stolen away. Oh, Fox, oh, what a move by catcher, just couldn't finish. And again, gets the loose one. Woolridge left alone for 3. The Shields 3-point play, Fox.
And that's good
to Woolridge.
Yeah, good resiliency from the pointers there. A couple of turnovers. Thought they would have got a foul call, but they didn't turn their heads. They didn't get down. They kept with it on the defensive end.
CPU within 1. Right, kicks, turnover. Center Point can take the lead for the first time since the near end of the second quarter. You don't need to lead the whole game, just at the end of it. Woolridge, way out. You know, she's feeling it now after watching that 3 go in. Backdoor catcher, too strong, Wright tips it. Marion gets it. Rice, the spin, travel.
And Rice kind of telegraphed that spin move that time. No area to spin into, and that's her go-to move, and you got to think after, 3 matchups, that's what they're looking for. They're used to that.
This is the mid-game of the day, game 3, and the mid-class of the day of Class 4A. Nice drive, let's say.
A moving screen?
Yeah, moving screen.
Yep.
And that's on Woolridge, number 4. She was trying to clear the lane.
We'll see if she stays in. We're playing with those 4 fouls. They've really gone through her here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to do what she could for her team. But you can't do that. Chloe Rice, the senior. Caitlin Smith. Kabalabi. Marion by 1, being very deliberate. Willette in trouble. Timeout, Marion. 3:42 remain here in this 4A semifinal.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. New 18 Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. Power price, $99 per month lease. $99 per month. New 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 All-Star Edition. $219 per month lease. 18 Equinox. $199 per month lease. New 18 Cruise LTs. $18,790. Hurry in for best selection. The Power Price Event. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com. The Power Price.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Allison Woolridge has 11 for center point Urbana. Kaylin Fox 12. No points from Lamia Sisk, but 6 rebounds.
Yeah, and some nice ball handling from Sisk. She really runs the point guard spot well for them.
Might need to get a bucket or two from her in the final 3:40. Marion by 1 in the ball. Looks like a drawn play of some kind. Kind of a rotation. Wright drives on Woolridge, who can't foul her with 4, and it's cleared away by center point Urbana. Up ahead, catcher pulls out. Wright, or that's Olivia Brecht, who's knocked down on the follow-through. Rebound up ahead is missed by Marion, and Woolridge has it. She's going to drive, and she's going to be fouled at the logo.
And these fouls have been a huge factor here for center point Urbana, keeping them in this one. 18 of 25 from the line, while Marion has only shot 5 and made 4.
Well, coaches will tell you, if you're not going to drive, you're not going to get the calls.
If
your game isn't to drive,
right,
you're not going to. We've not seen it this week where we've had fouls 15 feet out. It's been down low.
Allison Woolridge, shooting 2.
Woolridge misses the front end of the 2-shot opportunity. That would have tied it. She'll have another chance here. Missed them both. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. 2:50 to play. Winner plays tomorrow night. Loser goes home. Rice moves a player, Wright drives, kicks. Wide open look, 3. Caitlin Smith delivers a huge blow. The lead is 4. Sisk drives, blocked by Rice. She does it on the other end. Second attempt. And we're going to have a foul on Marion.
Up in center point here. Big free throws. Got to convert these. You've got the clock stopped.
Rice whistled. That's number 4. Sisk gets her first basket of the game. She'll get another at 2:07. Bends, flicks, off. Center point Urbana playing good pressure up ahead. Wide open lobby from the left-hander is good. Kaba Lobby with 7.
Yeah, nice leak out play down there for the wide open layup.
Sisk drives, blocked. And a whistle. Mia Lauby. 23, Lamia Sisk whistled for the foul.
Yep, and still with, well, their next foul will send Marion into the 1-and-1.
Timeout, center point Urbana.
Many times at the Lodge of Ashworth, new members come to us from their big, beautiful homes. They find our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom suites to be an ideal fit. We have a limited number of these larger and penthouse-style suites, perfect for the retiring executive style living. We have suites ready for immediate move-in, or we can help you customize. The Lodge of Ashworth is all-inclusive, no surprise additional fees or upcharges. Call us today for a private tour and ask us about our flexible pricing plans.
Look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
144 remains. Class 4A semifinal. Marion in the driver's seat, up 5 and the ball. Center point sticks with the pressure, Joe.
Yep, and Marion really hasn't had a lot of trouble with that.
The near dagger, but then that really was with Smith getting the rebound of Lobby's 3.
A big offensive rebound.
That one went long, kind of caught him off guard. Chloe Rice has played a lot of games here. She'd like to play one more. And a free throw good like that will allow her the opportunity. Now with 9. The lead is now 7.
Substitution for Marion, number 3, Maddie Knapp.
Coming in, it's Maddie Knapp. Going out is Rice, I would imagine just for a moment. You're only up 7 with 1:23 to play. Her day's not done yet, I would think. Woolridge to Fox, gets it in the paint, turnaround off the glass, good.
Way to stay composed there, a little bit of a bobble. And a quick foul call on Sisk.
And now Sisk is all of a sudden quick, gonna get some, oh, that's only 3rd, I thought that was 4.
Mia Sisk, her 3rd person. 8 team fouls.
So Marion had only shot 7 free throws prior to this exchange. 29 for center point Urbana. And if you're center point Urbana, you don't want Marion to be shooting any more than they are as a team, 71.6. And part of the reasons why, players like Cable Lobby, 79.1%. Second one is good.
Yep, and you know you can take a lot of free throws that'll help you, but you have to make them. Center point Urbana has missed 10 so far, leaving 10 free points on the court.
51-44. Woolridge had the 3 earlier. That's going to be a charge, and she is done. She threw out that left arm, and that'll likely end, barring a miracle comeback here by center point Urbana, her high school career. And a great one it has been for Allison Woolridge. And now the Stormont Pointers are left to foul in the final 45, down by 7. And Marion will just try to. Marion hits a couple more at these free throws. It's pretty much ball game.
Yep. If
Cable Lobby can hit here.
Yep, and Lobby drew that big charge there last possession to foul out Woolridge, and here she is at the line.
Woolridge finished with 11. Caba now with 10, and she's still playing. Only one player in double figures for Marion. 40 seconds of this ball game when we come back.
I opened the hearing clinic to offer patients and their families a positive healthcare experience. If you have trouble hearing clearly at church, at the movies, watching TV, or with your friends and family in a group conversation, what are you waiting for? In less than half an hour, we can give you peace of mind and answer any questions that you may have. Call us today to schedule your appointment. The Hearing Clinic, 515-440-3323. We listen, you hear.
If Marion can hold on, they'll face the winner of Grinnell and Lamar's. That game coming your way in just a matter of minutes. Scheduled to tip at 3:15. That'll be just a little bit. It'll be darn close to being on time, depending on how many fouls we get here. Joe Danielson along with Paul Yeager. What do you think, Joe? This was a good game.
Yep, and it's looking at the stats kind of interesting here. You know, Marion only, well, we got 2 players in double figures now, but they only have 10, so they're really scoring by committee, which is kind of what we expected to see. A lot of fouls. They've shown they can play with foul trouble.
Nice drive and score by Ketcher. And then Marion has to call a timeout because they didn't get the ball in. If you didn't like those messages, how about some more?
Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa, and here, we don't just dream, we make history.
We already have the 5A final set. That'll be an all Johnson County final, City High and Iowa City West. They'll play 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Center Point, Urbana, and Marion. The Indians likely headed to the title game at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. They'll play the winner of Grinnell Lamar's, and then we'll also have 3A yet today. Crestwood and North Polk versus Monticello and Sioux Center. Tomorrow, the 2A semifinals and 1A semifinals as Marion gets the basketball in and then quickly fouled. 24.2 seconds to play. In 2A tomorrow, it'll be Trainer and Grundy Center, Cascade and North Union, and then Springville and Exira EHK in Class 1A at 1:30, and then the 3:15 game, Newell Fonda and Central Decatur. And then we'll clear the floor for a little bit and have that 5A final. Nothing but net for Riley Wright. 13 off the bench the other day, Joe. Her first of the game now. Again, another player scoring for Coach Lobby's team. She 1 versus 4, and she throws it away on the rebound. She thought somebody was there, but great hustle.
Yeah, great hustle. You don't really expect to get that 1 versus 4, and kind of found herself in no man's land.
9 of the 10 Marion Indians that have played have scored. The only one not in the book is Maddie Knapp. Sisk's shot falls short, and then fouls with 9.6 seconds left. And that should about do it.
Marion so far 11 of 12 from the line. It's very solid.
Kaba the sophomore. Mia is the senior. Kaba hits the first. The second one is up, and that one is good. Sisk will bring it up. Marion up by 10, just try to make it look respectable in the book. The 3 is off the mark. Marion gets the rebound and advances to the 4A title game for the second straight year with a 56-46 win here in Class 4A. 19-11, Marion wins the fourth quarter and the game by 10. Joe, we talked about the balanced scoring attack from Marion, and it was absolutely evident that this was not going to be the Chloe Rice show. She only finishes with 10 points, well under her average, but when you have 4 or 5 players scoring 9 or 10 points, good things can happen.
Yep, and she deferred to her teammates also. Maybe if her shot wasn't falling at all, she's able to get her teammates in the game, get players off the bench in the game, and that was big. When you have players that could come off the bench and hit long threes, it really is a game changer.
So center point Urbana.
Congratulations to head coach Philip Kleck and the Storming Pointers from center point Urbana on an outstanding basketball season.
The Pointers will finish at 22-4 and a game short of the title for another season, smiling with that group. A lot of good athletes in that group, but Marion will play on. Woolridge tonight for center point Urbana finished with 11. It was Kaylin Fox with 14, 10 for Adriana Ketcher, 9 for Olivia Brecht. For Marion, Chloe Rice with 10 as we'll get a look here at some of these highlights. Joe Smith with 9. Early on, Randy Wright. This is second half, fourth quarter action. Fox with the turnaround. And then down low, Mia Lauby. And the drive by Riley Wright. Center point Urbana, nice cut there by Adriana Ketcher. And then this was big. That three really kind of put the game out of reach, and then Wright was put that in. Woolridge tried keeping it close with the three. Wright again, another three, another big shot. Marion hit the shots when it mattered most.
Yep, and they were letting it fly from deep, which is what they do, and you shoot it that many times, there's a good chance of making it.
So Marion advances. They'll play the winner of the next game, which they have now taken the court. Who's going to tell you about it? Oh, I know. Yes, I do. It's Brian Carlisle and Andy Pollock next. It'll be Grinnell and Lamar's for the other seat in the Class 4A semifinal. The wild and crazy Brian Carlisle. He's Joe Danielson. I'm Paul Yeager. That'll do it for this Class 4A quarterfinal game. We've got half of the bracket filled. The other half coming your way next. Thanks for watching. This has been a production of CISN.TV along with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. So long for just a while.
Thanks for watching our live coverage of the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. You can check CISN.TV for a replay of this game. The free coverage of today's game was presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers, and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
And there's a travel. I expect Riley Jacobs.
Thanks for watching our live coverage of the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Central Iowa Sports Network. You can check CISN.TV for a replay of this game. The free coverage of today's game was presented by Mid-American Energy, Schottenkirk Chevy of Waukee, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottlers, and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
And there's a travel. I expect Riley Jacobs.